Hello Scorpio, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your reading for the week of the 14th to the 20th of October. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It's really beautiful to have you on board. I really appreciate your being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you. However, if the readings don't resonate, well, before you move on to another reader, make sure you check out your other aspects of your birth chart. Today I'm reading with the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, and your card out is the Fool. Oh, I love it. Very nice. So the Fool talks about having a new start in something. We'll check that out with the reading. But there's definitely this leap of faith here for you. You're moving forward in a direction that perhaps you haven't considered, or you haven't been sure of before. But very nice, Scorpio. Okay, so the first card we have out is the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles often talks about work, but it talks about working on a project, sharing a project with someone. It can come up in a relationship reading too. Sometimes people read it as a three-party, but it can also be about, having a baby, working on something that's the third thing in your relationship. But it definitely has the feel of three. So, some sort of project you're doing with others, but definitely working on something. It's a very kind of manifesting. You can really feel that. Okay, so the second card, God, I can't count today. Second card you have out here is the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is about a decision, but it's a different sort of decision you have to make, because this one is about having two very equal things and trying to work out how to balance them more than anything. It's a tossing up, like thinking, do I, don't I? Often the card of a decision between heart and head, but definitely this card sort of feels to me like you're unsure which way to go here. Okay, and then we have a King of Pentacles. Now, King of Pentacles is the card of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It's the card, this king, he's a person who's very down to earth, very much in his element, very focused on what he wants to do. He's focused on his pentacle in this particular card. Now, this could be an energy rather than a sign too. So it could be that you're in this very earthy place at the moment. But you're being called on to bring balance into a situation here, which you've been working on in order to move forward. And you're having a little bit of trouble doing that. So I think you've brought in this energy, and you've sort of moved into this energy, this very practical, organized, structured energy to make this decision. Because I feel like you've been feeling a little bit left out in the cold here. There's this feeling that you want to move forward. I look at this King of Pentacles, looking at this pentacle. He wants to go forward with this stability. He's having a lot of trouble weighing up which way to go and how to work on things. And I feel like with this card that it's because you've come out of this energy of feeling very perhaps lonely, low, and not really having a feeling of fullness in your life. Okay, then we have the Temperance card. Now, to me, in order to move forward here, there needs to be a balance. So, being a water sign, sometimes you've probably got your foot more in the water than you have on the ground. And I think you're adopting this King of Pentacles energy because it helps you feel more grounded. But you're definitely balancing yourself out here. You're bringing in this King of Pentacles in order to give you a good balance. I think you recognize whatever this decision is, whatever the way is that you need to move forward here, you've got to have good balance. Because perhaps you've been going through a very dark time. The Eight of Swords here talks about being trapped in your thoughts and feelings. You're unable to see the way forward, or maybe you're refusing to open your eyes. You're blind to a situation. And I feel like this is, it could be around work, but it feels like you're in some sort of bind in a relationship or in love. Because to me, you know the answers here, but you're just not moving forward for some reason. Okay. This is a karmic situation. Now, this is the Judgment card, the Karma card. And this talks about having second chances here. It's about moving back to something to give it a second chance. I feel like you've come out of a really sort of tough, bleak time, and you're trying to ground yourself and you're trying to bring yourself back into focus here, because something is calling you, something that you're tossing up on, something you want to work on, but you're unable to work out how to move forward here. Okay, and then we have the Four of Swords. So it looks to me like, Scorpio, that you'll take some time out to have a really good think about this. Whatever it is, you're very serious about how to move forward here and really understanding the right way to do it. You're tossing up, you're balancing, but you do want to move forward on this situation. Yes, because you know happiness awaits you here. Wow, beautiful. So you know that you've got something waiting for you. You just can't quite work out how to get there. You just can't quite work out how to bring this balance in. You're getting the grounding right. You're grounding your emotions. But there's something you're not seeing to move forward. There's something you don't want to see to move forward. And this is obviously some sort of karmic situation, because the universe is offering you another chance at something. But you're unsure of which way or how to move forward on this. Ooh, and it could be a fire sign that you want. I said to you in the beginning, I feel like it was a relationship. Okay. Conclusion. To me, there is something that you know you want in your future. I feel like you may have known this person before, and it can be a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. But this person is fiery. They're probably quite beautiful, sexy, passionate. They're very, very confident and very much standing in their own power. Now, you, Scorpio, want to move towards this person. You want to have a second chance with this person, because you've gone through a period of time where you've done a lot of insightful thinking and you've gone inside yourself, worked on yourself in order to bring around a new start. Now, I think you've gone through some time of not facing that this was your future. There's been some denial here about moving forward because you weren't really sure if it was the way to go. But now it feels like the time is right and you want to take a leap of faith. In order to do that, you've got to bring balance in. And at the moment, you're quite watery and emotional through coming through this time of pain and lack. But you're to a point now where you're actually seeing this Ten of Cups in front of you. So you know this person is the right person to move towards. But in order to do that, you've got to bring around more balance in your life. So there's two cards of balance here, plus the Four of Swords, which says to me you really need to take time out to do this in order to move forward. And that's where the story is. So Scorpio, you've got a bit of a journey in front of you there. Okay, now I've got to say the card of Patience just flipped out, and it says, now is the time to learn, study and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So definitely a time of being patient here and trying to move forward in a very thoughtful way. This sort of talks about working on yourself here too. But definitely moving on. So you can see this ahead of you. But I feel like you've got a couple of cards here which talk about being able to take a time out to really understand it's the right direction to go in. Thanks, Scorpio.